Hello, everyone. My name is Jason, and I am an ISFP. I had to take my wife to the emergency room this morning at 2:30 in the morning, and so I'm working on very little sleep. So if I pass out in the middle of this video, well, just I'll cut that out. Anyway, this video actually is about my wife. She is an INFP. And so we were having a conversation the other day, and she mentioned the fact, well, we were talking about friends and friendship type relationships. Neither my wife nor I have a great deal of close friends. My wife has a few. I don't really have any. I used to have a really close friend that was an INFP, but we don't work together anymore. We don't go to church together anymore, so we don't really get to see each other much. But it doesn't bother me, honestly. It's not that I'm incompetent at making friends. It doesn't matter a whole lot to me. And so as my wife and I were having this conversation, she was kind of talking about how she views friends or friendships or the relationships in her life other than myself, other than her husband, her kids, and like her, immediate family. And so after she kind of fleshed out, how she sees things, she kind of posed the question. I wonder how that compares to other INFPs. So I'm going to describe what my wife said, and then I'm going to ask you out there who are INFPs to sort of leave me a comment and let me know, for her sake, if you relate to what I'm about to say that she said about her view of friendship type relationships. So she has a few friendship relationships that, are very close to her and very important to her. But she said in the course of this conversation that long-term relationships are not really all that important to her from a friendship standpoint. Now, obviously, she views her marriage to me as long-term and her relationship to her children as long-term. But when it comes to friendships, having lifelong or long-term friendships is not of a great deep value to her, but rather what she wants is to have short, significant interactions with other people. So let me kind of flesh that out a little bit. She works at a coffee shop and bakery, and she really loves her job. And one of the things that she loves about her job is that she feels like, or she perceives that she's able to have these interactions with customers that can sometimes turn into conversations that can at times be rather profound, where she has, at least in her estimation, a significant impact on them, or she is able to have a significant moment of interaction with them, and they often have a significant impact on her in the the things that they communicate to her. And those types of interactions she values greatly. Now, some of those can be repeated, where she sees the same customer time after time after time after time, but she doesn't see them in any capacity apart from seeing them as customers. So it's not like she's making plans to go have lunch with these people. And some of them are just one-time interactions. Somebody comes in, she has what she perceives on occasion to be a significant interaction, and then she may never see that person again. And then, of course, with her long-term friendships, she also wants to have these moments of significant interaction. And she considers that to be more important, more vital, and she considers that to be something that meets her needs more so than just a steady, long-term friendship where, we didn't really get into how does she define a steady long-term friendship. So I'm kind of thinking off the cuff here, but I think probably what she meant by that was something along the lines of, that friend that you go out with every other week and you go, you go hang out at the bar and have a drink, or you go out to dinner once every other week, or you go do something together that's just on a regular basis, sort of a maintenance friendship that's close, but maybe isn't always terribly profound. She doesn't seem to have a deep need to have that person that she can sort of pour her soul into about the issues of her life. She does that largely with me, and I do that largely with her. I also do not have someone in my life other than her that I like pour out, the details of my life to or really go in depth with. And I don't mind that. Now, I do have a decent relationship with my ENFP neighbor, and he and I are pretty close friends, and we like to do things together. So, now that I think about it, I guess I do have a pretty close friendship at this moment. But at the same time, I don't really pour out my griefs or my problems to him. I save that just for doing with my wife, and I think she largely saves that just for doing with me. And so she does not have that person in her life to any great degree that is that sort of long-term maintenance friendship. Though she has some people who are close friends who have been friends for a long time, but she seems to crave those significant short-term interactions more than a long-term relationship. So my question to all of you out there in viewership land and YouTube land is, if you are an INFP, how do you feel about that? Do you crave having those friendships where you have that person that you see and go out with and go do things with once a week or every other week, or that you just hang out with on a regular basis, even though that interaction might not be of any great profound nature? And then, as you're commenting on that, let me know also, are you married or not? Or do you have a significant romantic relationship with another human being, be it marriage or not? And if you do you feel that that relationship meets the entire need that you have for that sort of long-term maintenance relationship and the ability to pour out your feelings and your soul to someone, such that therefore you do not necessarily need a friend to fill that role? Try to, if you can, especially you INFPs, get at the heart, get your mind around what I'm saying, both, whether you're single or whether you have a significant other. And then based on that, does that affect whether or not you do or do not need these long-term friendships? And then what do you need out of long-term friendships? Or do you find that having a significant impact on a person just one time here and there meets your needs, so that you don't particularly crave those close, friendships like we see some people have? And we do see people. I mean, I think that we can get our brains around the common sort of definition of, best friends or extremely close friends. You just envision, those two people who spend a lot of time doing things together. They have a lot of fun together. And I'm sure for some of those friendship type relationships, there are extremely significant, profound moments where you go deep into your soul with one another. But we also, I think, see plenty where it's more of a, oh, this person is my best friend, and we hang out together and we spend a lot of time together and we do all these fun things together. And it may never have those moments that impact your soul. They're just those wonderful moments that you look back on over time as great memories. I hope that I've done a good job both of explaining what I'm trying to get at, and I hope I've done a good job of trying to paint the picture that my wife was trying to get at. I'm sure she'll watch this video and let me know if I got it wrong in some way. And if I did, then maybe I'll make a follow-up to the video or just post a comment trying to clarify any points, and I'll pin those comments if so. But leave me your comments so that my wife can read them and kind of know, how does her view on this issue line up with other INFPs? Thank you so much for watching. Do please click the little like button if you found this video, I don't know, useful, entertaining. I'm not sure if it is, but anyway, if you did, and please subscribe if you have not already. And please think about going to the little Ko-fi, K-O-F-I link in the description, and consider donating to what I'm doing here. Thank you so much, and have an awesome day. I need a nap. Bye now.